Welcome to the 2018-19 CAASPP Pause Rules Test Training Module. Test administrators may pause an individual student's test from the test administrator's interface. You'll see the students listed in your test sessions table. This will not affect other students that are in your test session. It's not applicable for the California alternate assessments because those tests are administered one-on-one. You'll see a pause icon next to the individual student's test. Press this button to pause that individual student's testing. During testing, if there's a technical issue such as a power outage or network failure, students will be logged off and their test will be automatically paused. If a student's test is paused, the student must log on again to resume testing. Highlighted text is preserved during test sessions, and students' comments entered onto a notepad are preserved during testing. During the Smarter Balance computer adaptive testing, if the test is paused for 20 minutes or less, the student will be presented with a question or passage he or she was last working on when the test was paused. They will be permitted to answer previously shown questions within that test segment. These same rules apply to the California Science Test. If the Smarter Balance computer adaptive test is paused for more than 20 minutes, the student will be required to log back onto the student testing interface, be presented with a page containing the question last worked on, if that page contains at least one unanswered question, or presented with the next page if all questions on the previous page were answered, and not be permitted to review or change any previously answered questions except questions on a page that contain at least one unanswered question. The pause rules for Smarter Balance performance task are different than the pause rules for the computer adaptive testing portion. The performance tasks are divided into segments. After a student completes the first segment and moves forward, they will not be allowed to go back to that previous segment. There are no pause rules during the performance task. Even if the performance task is paused for more than 20 minutes, the student can return to the current segment and continue working. The computer adaptive test will expire 45 calendar days after the student has started it, including weekends and holidays. The performance task will expire 10 calendar days after the student has started it, including weekends and holidays. Please be aware of upcoming school breaks before starting the performance task.
As you leave this training video, you'll be returned to the test training site where you have access to videos that show how students can use the accessibility supports in the testing interface.